Previously on Adventure Gamer Reviews. Because there were so many great adventures on the App Store that we couldn't limit it to just 10. So what have we done? We've only gone and shot a part 2 with 10 more chuffing great adventures that you can grab right now for iPhone and iPad. And now on Adventure Gamer Reviews. More games innit? Sanitarium. This rather horrific point-and-click adventure game sees you take control of a bandaged amnesiac as he struggles to break out of a twisted asylum in the middle of a riot, as you do. Of course, to actually complete this task, you'll first need to figure out who you actually are and what happened to land you in this rather dismal location. As you piece together your missing memories, you'll find yourself transported to bizarre and horrifying locations. No, we're not talking about Milton Keynes, rather it's villages filled with mutant children and dilapidated circuses stranded on tiny islands. So slightly better than Milton Keynes. Yeah, it's very much a case of out of the frying pan and into the bloody horrible fire, filled with terrible monsters that want nothing more than to rip out your teeth and shower them like gory confetti over your still twitching corpse. So if you have a bit of a sensitive stomach, then maybe stay clear of this one. Shardlight. If you like your adventure games with a healthy dose of post-apocalyptic melancholy and conflict, then Shardlight is definitely the one for you. This is a Wadjet Eye special, which will immediately ring bells for anyone who watched our first top 10 iOS adventures video. And this title shares plenty of similarities with Wadjet's other titles, including those retro-style visuals and the dystopian future setting. In Shardlight, the world is once again utterly stuffed. A disease called green lung is spreading faster than Kim Kardashian's legs at a photo shoot, and only the rich and those lucky enough to win the state lottery are actually granted a dose of the cure. How lovely. As infected worker Amy Wellard, you're fighting for more than just your life here. If Amy is to survive, she needs to win the trust of the very government who is oppressing her people and uncover the sinister shenanigans from within. With its dark but gripping plot, shocking turns and dense game world, Shardlight is an absolute must-play. Primordia. Hey look, this game was developed with a bit of assistance from those great guys over at Wadjet Eye. And no, they aren't actually sponsoring this channel or anything, or yet at least, we just really love these games. As per usual, the world is completely buggered. In fact, humans are completely extinct this time around. Looks like our future fellows really can't catch a break, eh? Instead, only robots of all shapes and sizes roam the planet, and two such bots, Horatio and his big mouth sidekick Crispin, find themselves on a thrilling quest to reclaim their stolen power source. Primordia is another proper old school point and click adventure, which sees you exploring a bustling robotic city and interacting with an eclectic cast of characters. The puzzles are perfectly integrated into the environment, making full use of the futuristic crumbling technology that makes up this world. And even though the story sounds bloody depressing, the script is actually surprisingly chucklesome throughout. The Room series. If you're after gorgeous visuals and smart puzzles, The Room and its 3 sequels are definitely insta-buys. Sure, there is little in the way of actual plot here, and pretty much no characters to speak of, although subsequent titles do actually add some interesting backstory. All the same, these adventures do boast slick presentation and some truly enchanting brain teasers. The aim of the game is to unlock the secrets held within all manner of clever mechanical devices. Beating each puzzle is genuinely rewarding, especially if you manage to resist the built-in hint system that prods you gently in the right direction. And each game is well worth a replay too, which is just as well because they definitely ain't cheap. The Last Door. Like Wadjet Eye's games, The Last Door is a modern adventure with an old school vibe, but this time with a gothic horror theme. Don't be put off by those creepy low-res graphics because they prove surprisingly effective. This spine-tingling point-and-click game isn't a real brain stomper like Grim Fandango and other classic adventures, so you should be done with all of the episodes in just a few hours. However, the tense atmosphere and the sphincter-clenching soundtrack make for a truly compelling experience. It's definitely impressive how much a small collection of pixels can encourage your bowels to empty themselves with such violent abandon. And if you loved the first one, then great news! Season 2 is also now available on iOS, and it's just as effing horrible. Machinarium. For a game where the characters don't utter a single word throughout the running time, Machinarium is absolutely bursting with charm. The aim is essentially just to guide a cute little robot called Joseph from one location to the next, bypassing any obstacles that happen to stand in his way, including a tyrannical robo-gang. If you do manage to get through the entire game without resorting to a walkthrough, then we definitely tip our hats to you. Syberia. If you don't mind feeling a wee bit chilly this summer, then definitely check out this iOS remake of a traditional point-and-click adventure. Syberia is beautifully presented with a funky steampunk vibe, thanks to the many intricate robotic contraptions that you'll encounter throughout. You'll play as Kate Walker, a lawyer who finds herself taking a breathtaking trip across the wastelands of Russia, as you do, in search of a mysterious inventor. The story is quite gripping and told at a gentle pace, while the visuals are still slick all these years later. You'll certainly get your money's worth, especially if you grab the iPhone bundle, complete with the second game in the series. That's many hours of gameplay to burn through. The Inner World. The Inner World is a quirky little German title which follows Bob and Laura, a court musician and mysterious thief respectively, as they set forth on an adventure to save the planet. The plot is typically bonkers, but the puzzles are engrossing and there's a nifty hint system to help you get through the tougher bits. Presentation is top notch throughout too, from the murky cartoon visuals to the fully voiced dialogue. Hollywood Monsters. Hollywood Monsters is a surprising and quirky little adventure, this time set in a colourful world where humans and cinematic creatures coexist. The murder mystery plot is certainly batshit crazy, but it's the characters who really make this point and clicker stand out. It's definitely a wacky cast, but thankfully not in a way that makes you want to punch them all in their stupid gurning faces. It's big, it's bizarre, and it's occasionally tough, although there is a built-in hint system once again to help out. Full Throttle. Yeah, admittedly this isn't one of LucasArts' best, but we already did Day of the Tentacle and Grim Fandango in the last episode, so here we are. Although Full Throttle isn't as long, as clever or as hilarious as those other games what I just said, it's still well worth checking out if you like your point and click. Despite some rough patches, there's more than enough joy to be had from burning rubber as a grizzled biker, and causing actual bodily harm to rival gang members. Nice one. Did I miss out your favourite adventure game on iOS? Well, why not let me know what a massive bellend I am in that comment section down below, and don't forget to subscribe as well so you can dish out future hate in all additional videos. Thanks everyone, love you!